Historical origin of foreign names. Foreign names like Cynthia, Kendra, Sandra, Jennifer, Jessica, Paul, Kenneth, Silas, Barnabas, Mark, and the rest of it. See, sometimes when I make videos and I'm wearing my hair like this, people will be like, "God, make your hair. You are poor. You are frustrated. You are this." I am an African woman and I'm proud of my Africanness. This is my natural hair. This is who I am. This is my identity. Hair that defines gravity. That is why the only time I have a lot of wigs here. I have 3 sisters, fashionable sisters, and they dump a lot of wigs in my house. Very expensive, bone straight, whatever you call it. They dump it in my house, and the only time I wear it is when I'm making skits. Okay, when I'm making comedy skits is when you will see me wearing those things. I don't lack anything. I don't lack anything. I have clothes. I live in a good house. I lack nothing. But Army Passion is a war zone. The only time they wear an afro is when they are doing comedy. Like if you're looking at their clowns, they wear afro hair. Okay, so that is the way they see us. They see us as clowns. The only time they wear afro hair is when they are doing stupid things, when they are doing foolish things. They are clowns. So it is only when I'm doing foolish things that you see me wearing those imported foreign hair. Army Passion is a war zone, and you don't go to war all dressed and looking all glamorous and all that. My name is not Army Passion. My name is Amarachi. That is what you're looking at here on my Facebook account. It's Amarachi. This is Amarachi's page. This is Ami doing her passion on this page. My passion is Pan-Africanism, African emancipation, total liberation from the shackles, from all colonial imposition. That is my passion, and I look forward to that day that Africa will be fully liberated. Africa will be sovereign. Africa will be free from all colonial imposition. So going forward, historical origin of English name. It's not like I don't have an English name. I do have one, but it wasn't given to me by my parents. I gave myself an English name. When I wanted to write my senior work, I called my father. I was like, why is it I don't have middle name? Why is it I don't have English name? My dad was like, are you an English woman? You're not an English woman, that's why you don't have an English name. My father wasn't religious. There were a lot of things that my father said that it was after his death that I began to realize many of those things. And I wish I can see him to tell him that he's so right. I wish I can meet him to tell him that I now understand the things that he was telling me when I was little. So because I was obsessed with Jennifer Lopez, I named myself Jennifer. That's why Jennifer, in reality, that name is erased. But in papers, in documents, like if you check my bank accounts and the rest of it, you will see Jennifer. So I would have made the same mistake that you were making today. When I was pregnant for my son, I had a book that I wrote down English name, you know, all those names that I consider they are fine, they are cute, they are, you know, classy. I had a book, I wrote them down. But after the birth of my son, some months later that my eyes opened, I began to study, I began to see a lot of things. And I quickly tore his birth certificate, which I'll be going to national council, whatever, to give him later in life. I'm going to, you know, get another birth certificate for him that doesn't have the English, because I was ashamed. I was so ashamed of myself. I have to tear his birth certificate because I don't want him to start going through the process that we are going now, trying to erase that foreign names from our documents. This video you are watching here was how your ancestors were stripped of their identities. They changed their name. They changed so many things about them. For some people that will be saying, why is it that our ancestors did not pass down some information to their children? You don't pass down information to your children by doing that olden delivery. You don't do that because you cannot tell a child a secret and expect the child to keep it. They will tell the secret, and these are information that they don't want you to give to your children. These are knowledge they don't want you to pass down to your children. So by the time these children say it outside, there are a lot of things, as in because of that fear of what is going to be done to them if they pass this information down to their children. They didn't. That is why today our so-called African Americans are going to using different platforms, trying to trace their roots, which this platform might actually be scam. They are trying to change their root because it wasn't like, you know, a father will call a child and be like, Amarachimwam, Ibonyo Moba now. This is the names of your ancestors. This is where you came from. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. So they deliberately strip them of their identity. And today our people are wallowing. They are trying. They are struggling how to connect back to their roots. Those of us that are ignorantly giving our children this name, it is important for you to understand that names are actually your identity. If you go out there, outside of Africa, and they ask you your name, you tell them English name, they will know that you're a country that is colonized by the English. If you give them French name as a black person, they will know that you come from a country that is colonized by the French. Have you ever asked yourself why all these other people, the Chinese, the Germans, all these people, they have their name. Their name is their name. They have their identity. The Indians, it's only Africans that you will see bearing all these foreign names. One is that when we watch videos like this, we'll cry, we'll get emotional. Oh, what was done to our ancestors? But before you know it, we'll forget ourselves and start doing the same thing over and over. People said this thing happened in the past. We don't have to go and start talking about it. Let's just forgive and move forward. It's a lie. This is history. You need to start telling your children. You need to continue educating yourself, because if you don't know your history, it will repeat itself. This is why we keep making the same mistake over and over again. Nothing is wrong with your name as an Hausa person, as a Yoruba person, as an Igbo person, as a Zulu person. Nothing is wrong with your name. Your name is glorious. Your name is your identity.